Hi everybody, thanks so much for joining me. If we've not met before, hello and welcome. My name's Angie.cameron from Direction. I've been a counsellor and psychotherapist for 25 years, specialising in stress and anxiety and also other areas of conflict and communication. But today what I'd like to do is really invite you to join me on a mindful practice specifically for stress and anxiety. Whether that's in the workplace, whether it's at home, wherever it is, hopefully maybe you can spend just a few minutes for yourself, just to give yourself this time and just to be with whatever's going on for you within your experience and just take some time for yourself. There is 1,000, and I keep going on to people about this, but there's 1,440 minutes in every day. So if you could maybe just spend, certainly doing this practice, 6 or 7 minutes, that would be absolutely great. And maybe thinking ahead of not just using it for today, but actually, in that 1,440 minutes every day that every person has, can we spend 9 or 10 minutes just for ourselves to do a little meditation, to see if it can help us respond better to life's, what it presents to us in life and our experiences and our difficulties, rather than just continually reacting to things and our thoughts and our feelings, just continuing just to make decisions for us and being on that hamster wheel. So let's come off the hamster wheel. The invitation is to let's come off the hamster wheel just for these few minutes for yourself, and let's just be. So rather than going on from doing, let's allow ourselves just to sit or stand and just be. So the practice here is part of a sample of what we do in our workshops that we deliver to organisations. So we do the resilience in times of stress and difficulty, the mindful based stress reduction course, the mindful based living course, other workshops to help you feel less distracted, much calmer in the workplace, much more focused, more productive. We do shorter workshops and longer mindfulness sessions too, calm and chillax, resilience and so on. But today I wonder if you could invite yourself just to stand or sit where you are just now. It could be at your desk, it could even you've stopped somewhere in your car just before you go into a meeting, or just wherever. So maybe I'm just going to ring the bell and I'm going to guide the practice. And you can keep your eyes either 2/3 closed or you can actually close them. And just listening to that bell all the way through. And as you're listening to the bell, just really inviting yourself to move from the external world to the internal. So come into your breath. And I'd invite you, because this is a practice around when you feel difficult emotions such as anxiety and stress, is just to bring your hand to your heart region. So the invitation is just to bring a bit more gentleness to yourself, a bit more warmth to yourself. So with that intention of bringing that, just being aware of the rise and fall of your chest right now as the breath comes in and it goes out. It comes in and goes out. And maybe just now, if you can think about where you get a sense of any stress or anxiety in your body right now. Or maybe it's just just there in general. So getting a sense of that in your body and what that actually feels like. And maybe where it is, it might be in the chest, it might even be in the shoulders, the arms, the hands, might be in the tummy. So getting a felt sense and getting a sense of maybe what that anxiety is like, or what that stress is really like, and maybe what other emotions are with it. So often when we feel anxious, we can feel frustrated or angry. So just being aware of really what's going on for you right now, and without judgment. We're not judging it. And still breathing. Still breathing. Good. And just noticing your thoughts. When you feel this stress, when you feel this anxiety, what's the kind of thoughts going on for you right now? Maybe ruminating thoughts, maybe imaginations, fantasizing over conversations you've had or going to have. Maybe you're analysing right now in the present moment, or overthinking or over-planning, over-organising. Simply notice without judging or trying to change them. And if the mind wanders off, because inevitably it will, because that's the way the mind works, we simply bring it back and start focusing on the breath. And maybe doing a brief scan of your body and your own mind, of where you kind of get a sense of how your body is reacting with that stress and anxiety. So from your feet to your legs, even maybe your buttocks and your back, your tummy, your shoulders, maybe even the chest area, even down the arms, the hands, coming back up to the neck, the head, the face. So just really being aware. You might even, sometimes when we feel stressed and anxious, sometimes our jaw and our cheeks can get a bit tight because we can hold a lot of stress around that area and frustration actually. So maybe just unhinging the jaw, opening the mouth a little to let yourself breathe a bit better. We're just going to take 3 breaths in, 3 breaths out. So as you breathe in, don't breathe in too much because it can increase anxiety. Scientific research shows this. So we're just looking for an equal breath in and out, so the in and out breath more or less the same on the count of 3 or 4 on each side. So breathing in, 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathing out, 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathing in, 1, 2, 3, 4. And a longer, slower breath out, 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathing in, 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathing out, 1, 2, 3, 4. Allow the breath to return back to normal, its organic way of being. And just still breathing, softening the areas of any stress, any anxiety. So you're really given that space, that stress, the anxiety. And just breathing normally. So allowing the breath to really support you. It's free and accessible, the breath. It's there all the time. So it's not just within the practices of mindfulness we can use it, but any time that we feel that stress, that anxiety, any difficult emotions, just come back to the breath. Because they're like waves in the sea. They just come and go and come and go. And one breath is different from the next breath, is different from the next breath. So each breath being similar and different, just simply breathing. And I'm just going to ring the bell as we end the practice, but just keeping your eyes closed and maybe just coming back to this practice when it feels right for you, when it feels good for you. So not just doing it once or twice, but making it something regular that you look after yourself. And thanks again for joining me. I hope you join us on again, and I'd love to see you again. On all social media forums, we're on as Directions Scotland. We have lots of other practices there, tips, research and so on. I'll look forward to seeing you again. Bye bye.